welcome to our daily read. It's a little late tonight. I know it's 9 o'clock. I say 8 o'clock. It's a little late tonight. Not gonna lie. But it is day 68 of our 1 year Bible reading. Day 68 of our 1 year Bible reading. Today we're gonna be reading from, give me 1 second, 200 pages. When you read 68 days in a row, it's a lot of pages to turn. Hey, what's up, Stale? How you been doing? I haven't seen you in a couple of days. Tonight we're going to be reading from Numbers 11:24 through 13, ending on verse 33. How's your Lent been going, bro? How you doing, Cash? How you doing? And then Mark 14:22 to 52. And then Psalms 52, 1 through 9. And then Proverbs 11, 1 through 3. Lynn is awesome so far, bro. Hey, I'm happy for him. Happy you're enjoying it. You don't have to if you don't want to, but what are you fasting from? Oh yeah, it's in here, bro. It's in here. I got great memory. I do have great memory. Sometimes I just don't want to remember things, but I do have great memory. Okay. So today is our day 68 in a row of our 1 year Bible read. Let's clap it up for ourselves. We're almost at a big 7-0. It's March 9th, technically in our read, because we started 2 days early. And we're going to be reading starting from Numbers 11:24 through 13, ending on verse 33. And without further ado, so Moses went out and reported the Lord's words to the people. He gathered the 70 elders and stationed them around the tabernacle. And the Lord came down in a cloud and spoke to Moses. And then gave the 70 elders in the same spirit that was upon Moses. And when the spirit rested upon them, they prophesied. But this never happened again. 2 men, Eldad and Medad, had stayed behind in the camp. They were listed among the elders, but they had not gone out to the tabernacle. Yet the spirit rested upon them as well. So they prophesied there in the camp. A young man ran and reported to Moses, Eldad and Medad are prophesying in the camp. Joshua, son of Nun, who had been Moses' assistant since his youth, protested, Moses, my master, make them stop. But Moses replied, are you jealous for my sake? I wish that all the Lord's people were prophets, and that the Lord would put his spirit upon all of them. Then Moses returned to the camp with the elders of Israel. Now the Lord sent a wind that brought the quail from the sea and let them fall all around the camp. For miles in every direction, there were quail flying about 3 feet above the ground. So the people went out and caught the quail all day and throughout the night, and all day next day too. No one gathered less than 50 bushels. They spread the quail all around the camp to dry. But while they were gorging themselves on the meat, while it was still in their mouths, the anger of the Lord blazed against the people, and he struck them with a severe plague. So that place was called Kibroth Hattava, which means graves of gluttony, because there they buried the people who had craved meat from Egypt. From Kibroth Hattava, the Israelites traveled to Hazeroth, where they stayed for some time. While they were there at Hazeroth, Miriam and Aaron criticized Moses because he had married a Cushite woman. They said, has the Lord spoken only through Moses? Hasn't he spoken through us too? But the Lord heard them. Now Moses was very humble, more humble than any other person on earth. So immediately the Lord said to Moses, Aaron and Miriam had... So the Lord immediately said to Moses, Aaron and Miriam, and said, go out to the tabernacle, all 3 of you. So the 3 of them went to the tabernacle. Then the Lord descended in the pillar of cloud and stood at the entrance of the tabernacle. Aaron and Miriam, he called, and they stepped forward. And the Lord said to them, now listen to what I say. If there were prophets among you, I, the Lord, would reveal myself in visions. I will speak to them in dreams, but not with my servant Moses. Of all my house, he is the only one I trust. I speak to him face to face, clearly and not in riddles. He sees the Lord as he is. So why were you not afraid to criticize my servant Moses? The Lord was very angry with them, and he departed. As the cloud moved above the tabernacle, there stood Miriam, her skin as white as snow from leprosy. And when Aaron saw what had happened to her, he cried out to Moses, oh, my master, please don't punish. Hey, what's up, Patrick? That's crazy. Hey, what's up, Pokey? What's up, Gloria? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Don't worry. Don't even pay that any mind, bro. Hey, Limitless, you motivated me to make daily Bible readings every day to cover New Testament, bro. You're the best. Hey, bro, I'm happy for you, bro. I'm happy for you, bro. That's all that matters. I'm happy for you, bro. Keep doing your thing. Okay, let me read that sentence one more time. Please don't punish us. Please don't punish us for the sin we have foolishly committed. Don't let her be like a stillborn baby, already decayed at birth. So Moses cried out to the Lord, "Oh God, I beg you, please heal her." But the Lord said to Moses, "If her father had done nothing more than spit in her face, wouldn't she be defiled for 7 days? So keep her outside the camp for 7 days, and after that she may be accepted back." So Miriam was kept outside the camp for 7 days, and the people waited until she was brought back before they traveled again. Then they left Hazeroth and camped in the wilderness of Paran. The Lord now said to Moses, send out men to explore the land of Canaan, the land I am giving to the Israelites. Send one leader from each of the 12 ancestral tribes. So Moses did as the Lord commanded him. He sent out the 12 men, all tribal leaders of Israel, from their camp in the wilderness of Paran. These were the tribes and the names of their leaders. Tribe and leader. So Reuben, Shammua son of Zakur. Simeon, Shaphat son of Hori. Judah, Caleb son of Jephunneh. Issachar, Ego son of Joseph. Ephraim, Hosea son of Nun. Benjamin, Palti son of Raphu. Zebulun, Gadel son of Sodi. Manasseh son of Joseph, Gadi son of Susi. Dan, Amiel son of Jameli. Asher, Sether son of Michael. Naphtali, Nabi son of Vashpi. Gad, Gul son of Maki. These are the names of the men Moses sent out to explore the land. Moses called Hosea son of Nun by the name Joshua. Moses gave the men instructions as he sent them out to explore the land. Go north through the Negev in the hill of the country. See what the land is like and find out whether the people living there are strong or weak or few or many. See what kind of land they live in. Is it good or bad? Do their towns have walls, or are they unprotected like open camps? Is the soil fertile or poor? Are there many trees? Do your best to bring back samples of the crops you see. It happened to be the season for harvesting the first ripe grapes. So they went up and explored the land from the wilderness of Zin, as far as Rehob, near Lebo Hamath. Going north, they passed through Negev and arrived at Hebron, where Ahiman, Shesha, and Talmai, all descendants of Anak, lived. The ancient town of Hebron was founded 7 years before the Egyptian city of Zoan. When they came to the valley of Eshcol, they cut down a branch with a single cluster of grapes so large that it took 2 of them to carry it on the pole between them. They also brought back samples of the pomegranates and figs. That place was called Valley of Eshcol, which means cluster, because of the cluster of grapes the Israelite men cut there. After exploring the land for 40 days, the men returned to Moses, Aaron, and the whole community of Israel at Kadesh in the wilderness of Paran. They reported to the whole community what they had seen and showed them the fruit they had taken from the land. This was their report to Moses. We entered the land you sent us to explore, and it is indeed a beautiful country, a land flowing with milk and honey. Here is the kind of fruit it produces. But the people living there are powerful, and their towns are large and fortified. We even saw giants there, and descendants of Anaki. The Amalekites live in Negev, and the Hittites, Jebusites, Amorites live in the hill country. The Canaanites live along the coast of the Mediterranean Sea and along the Jordan Valley. But Caleb tried to quiet the people as they stood before Moses. Let's go at once to take the land, he said. We can certainly conquer it. But the other men who had explored the land with him disagreed. We can't go up against them. They are stronger than we are. So they spread this bad report about the land of the Israelites. The land we traveled through and explored will devour anyone who goes to live there. All the people we saw were huge. We even saw giants there, the descendants of the Anaki. Next to them, we felt like grasshoppers, and that's what they thought too. Oh, thank you for welcome to the chat, Jamie. Haven't seen you in a minute. How you doing? And now Mark 14:22-52. As they were eating, Jesus took some bread and blessed it. Then he broke it into pieces and gave it to the disciples, saying, "Take it, for this is my body." And he took a cup of wine and gave thanks to God for it. He gave it to them, and they all drank from it. And he said to them, "This is my blood, which confirms the covenant between God and his people. It is poured out as a sacrifice for many. I tell you the truth, I will not drink wine again until the day I drink it in the new kingdom of God." Then they sang a hymn and went out to the Mount of Olives. On the way, Jesus told them, "All of you will desert me, for the scriptures say, God will strike the shepherd, and the sheep will be scattered." But after I am raised from the dead, I will go ahead of you to Galilee and meet you there." Peter said to him, "Even if everyone else deserts you, I never will." Jesus replied, "I tell you the truth, Peter. This very night, before the rooster crows twice, you will deny me. Before the rooster crows twice, you will deny me 3 times that you even know me." "No," Peter declared emphatically, "even if I have to die with you, I will never deny you." And all the others vowed the same. They went out to the olive grove called Gethsemane. And Jesus said, "Sit here while I go and pray." He took Peter, James, and John with him and became deeply troubled and distressed. He told them, "My soul is crushed with grief to the point of death. Stay here and keep watch with me." He went on a little further and fell to the ground. He prayed that, if it were possible, the awful hour awaiting him might pass him by. "Abba, Father," he cried out, "everything is possible for you. Please take this cup of suffering away from me. Yet, I want your will to be done, not mine." Then he returned and found his disciples asleep. He said to Peter, "Simon, are you asleep? Couldn't you watch with me even 1 hour? Keep watch and pray so that you will not give into temptation. For the spirit is willing, but the body is weak." Then Jesus left them again and prayed to the same prayer as before. When he returned to them again, he found them asleep, for they couldn't keep their eyes open, and they didn't know what to say. When he returned to them a third time, he said, "Go ahead and sleep. Have your rest, but no, the time has come. The Son of Man is betrayed in the hands of the sinners. Up, let's be going. Look, my betrayer is here." And immediately, even as Jesus said this, Judas, one of his 12 disciples, arrived with a crowd of men armed with swords and clubs. They had been sent by the leading priests, the teachers of religious law, and the elders. The traitor, Judas, had given him a prearranged signal. "You will know which one to arrest when I greet him with a kiss. Then you can take him away under guard." As soon as they arrived, Jesus walked up to Jesus. "Rabbi," he exclaimed, and gave him a kiss. Then the others grabbed Jesus and arrested him. But one of the men with Jesus pulled out his sword and struck the high priest's slave, slashing off his ear. Jesus asked them, "Am I some dangerous revolutionary that you come with swords and clubs to arrest me? Why didn't you arrest me in the temple? I was there among you teaching every day. But these things are happening to fulfill the scriptures say about me." Then all his disciples deserted him and ran away. One young man following behind was clothed only in a big linen shirt. When the mob tried to grab him, he slipped out of the shirt and ran away. And now chat Psalms 52, 1-9. "Why do you boast about your crimes, great warrior? Don't you realize God's justice continues forever? All day long you plot destruction. Your tongue cuts like a sharp razor. You're an expert at telling lies. You love evil more than good, and lies more than the truth. You love to destroy others with your words, you liar. But God will strike you down once and for all. He will pull you from your home and uproot you from the land of the living. The righteous will see it and be amazed. They will laugh and say, 'Look what happened to mighty warriors who do not trust in God. They trust in their wealth instead and grow more and more bold in their wickedness. But I am like the olive tree, thriving in the house of God. I will always trust in God's unfailing love. I will praise you forever, O God, for what you have done. I will trust your good name in the presence of your faithful people." And now chat Proverbs 11:1-3. "The Lord detests the use of dishonest scales, but he delights in accurate weights. Pride leads to disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom. Honesty guides good people. Dishonesty destroys treacherous people." Excuse me. And now, chat, the very end of our read, eating with fair weather friends. Eating with fair weather friends. Eating with fair weather friends. Imagine knowing that everyone around you, especially those who boasted of their loyalty, would back out when the going got tough. Every one of the disciples would abandon Jesus, yet Jesus chose to share his life with those men. Even Judas, who had already determined to betray Jesus, was at the last meal with him. Jesus set an example for us to follow, to serve one another, even those who will fail us or those who will hurt us. While the world is full of bitterness and hate, Christ models acceptance and love. Okay, let's read it one more time, chat. Have you read Acts? It's very heartwarming and very holy. It talks about Peter preaching to the Pentecostal people about the resurrection and the death of Christ. I like it very much. No, we have not gotten there yet, bro, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. You're making me excited to read it. But let's read this one more time. Eating with fair weather friends. Imagine knowing that everyone around you, especially those who boasted of their loyalty, would back out when the going got tough. Every one of the disciples would abandon Jesus. Yet Jesus chose to share his life with those men. Even Judas, who had already determined to betray Jesus, was at the last meal with him. Jesus set an example for us to follow, to serve one another, even those who will fail us or those who will hurt us. While the world is full of bitterness and hate, Christ models acceptance and love. Ooh. Hey, does anybody remember that saying that we always heard? Love your neighbor, even though and love those even those who spitefully use you. That's what Jesus practiced here. He loves his neighbor, even those who used him, like Judas. Judas used Jesus to get a couple little coins in his pocket, you know? And that's what we're going to talk about today. You're for sure going to run into people in your life, right, who more than likely will end up a user more than a collaborator, right? I know we want to find more collaborators in life, more people that we can get along with and collaborate and make beautiful things with. But there are also the people who will try to use you, right? And what is our message for those people? Regardless, right, of all the people we meet, we don't let anger fill our heart against those people, right? We continue to love our neighbor regardless of what happens, right? Because there will be people who do those things. There will be people who come around you to use you. They see what you have and they want a little piece, right? And so they will be there just to use you for your light. So I'm telling you right now, for those people that you meet in life, don't forget to forgive them too. You know? Don't forget to forgive them too. And also show them some love too. Maybe they need some love. They never felt love before for real. And that's why they try to get over on everybody they meet, you know? They never felt love before. That's why they try to get over on everybody. So how about you show them love? And maybe they'll stop trying to get over on everybody they meet too. And that is the end of our 1 Year Bible Read today. I know sometimes I ramble, but I always get to the point. But I always get to the point. You know, the wisdom comes eventually. That was a very enjoyable read today. I enjoyed that. This was day 68 of the 1 Year Bible. And I want to leave that with you guys. There will be people in this world who will try to use you. They will come, you know, they will come. It's okay. And it's okay, right? Love them regardless. Show them love regardless. Because maybe the lack of love is why they feel like they have to do stuff like that anyways, you know? So show them some love, show them some compassion, and hopefully that changes their heart, and hopefully they change their ways. You feel me? But always remember, that ain't your job. That ain't your job to make them change their ways. It's your job to show them some love. Hey, we don't want to get that part right there misconstrued. I just want to put that out there. It's not your job to change them. It's your job to show them love and compassion, you know, and try to help them along the way if possible, right? But not to change them. Your job is not to try to change them. My job is not to try to change any of you. My job is to, you know, be here, smile, show y'all a good time, show some love and compassion, and have some great enjoyable moments together. And then when it's my time to go, it's gonna be my time to go. And hopefully I did my job. All right, chat. Now it's time to end the stream. Thank you for joining me, and let's hit this outro. We all got that limitless core, baby. I appreciate you. I might even love you, but I'm for sure glad you woke up today. And thank you for joining me. I for sure appreciate you. And I'm gonna see you tomorrow for day 69. And we got a basketball stream tomorrow too. So stay tuned for a gym stream tomorrow. I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna see you next time. Peace.